Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favorite makeup brands, Wet n Wild. They've just released one of their new fall makeup launches and I have them right here and I can't wait to talk to you about them. I'm going to be doing first reviews, first impressions, and swatches. They've come out with some matte liquid lipsticks, some really pretty fall colored eyeshadows, some tricolor shadows, and something that I'm really excited about is some colored mascaras. So let's get right to it. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about the MegaGlo highlighting powders. These have been out, I think they came out in their spring collection. They have put them in their fall collection because they've had such a positive response. So you guys may already be familiar with these. I'll go ahead and swatch them anyways. I have the shade Precious Petals and Crown of My Canopy, which are the two that they offer. So Precious Petals is a lighter shade. It's going to be probably best for fair to medium skin tones. This is the Precious Petals right here. I'm also wearing it on the high points of my cheeks today. And then there's also Crown of My Canopy. And that is the shade right here. So it's going to be better probably for medium to deeper skin tones. So pretty. They both really do a great job at reflecting light without looking too glittery or chunky or emphasizing too much of my pores. So I love these two. They're a fan favorite. They're great. The next items I'm going to be talking about are the Try eyeshadow colors that they come with in the fall collection. This collection here is the Velour Vixen, and this one here is in the shade Plaid To The Bone. So I'm wearing Velour Vixen today on my eyes. You can see right here, and I absolutely love these shadows. They're really pigmented. They're super easy to blend. There's not a lot of fallout. If you're familiar with Too Faced, any of their eyeshadows, they just blend like a dream. I would say these are probably the closest thing you can find to them at the drugstore. So I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. Now each of these shadows don't have their own name or anything. They just say brow bone, crease, and eyelid. So you can really use them however you want. Now this last shade does have a little bit of like amber micro glitter in it. So if you're not a fan of the micro glitter, I would steer clear of that shade. So that's what those look like here. So this is the one right here they recommend for brow bone. This one here, crease, and this one, eyelid. So the other eyeshadow palette they have is Plaid To The Bone. I'm gonna go ahead and open this one up. Oh my gosh, look at this color, guys. So pretty, so pretty. So that's what the brow bone is. This one is crease. It's a really pretty blue, kind of little bit hints of green in there, and then the eyelid color, which has more green. And again, super pretty, super pigmented, as you can see. Love those. So I can't wait to use this one. So this is the brow bone here, and then this is what they consider crease, and then eyelid. But again, you can use these however you want to. I typically don't stick to that just because I like to switch it up. So the other products I'm excited to share with you guys are the new Color Icon color mascaras that they just recently came out with. I'm so excited for these mascaras. I've tried a couple of them. I've tried the bronze one here and the purple, and so far I really do like these. They're not as pigmented, or they don't show up as much as I originally thought they were going to, so they are a little bit more subtle, but I still completely love them. So kudos for Wet n Wild for coming out with a super affordable color mascara. I think that's great. I've also tried, if anyone's tried the NYX color mascaras, I can't remember what they're called, but I've tried the blue one, and again, that one looks like super bright blue when you take it out of the tube, but on it's very almost kind of a darker navy with a little bit of lightness in it. So this one is in the shade Unbreakable Brozne, and I'm just going to swipe it on the back of my hand here, and that's a horrible swatch. Let's try that again. So just to give you guys an idea, that's Unbreakable Brozne. And then next we have Green as a Thistle. I'm really curious about this one. It reminds me of Christmas already. It's like a green Christmas tree. And that olivey color. I'm curious how this actually looks on the eyelashes. I haven't tried this one yet, so I don't have any thoughts of this one Beautiful Bronze is really pretty. It really does complement green eyes, blue eyes. It just has that subtle bronze to it. So this one here is Glamethyst Rock. It really is very subtle, hints at different eye colors, really complements green eyes especially. I'm sure it would work great with blue eyes, brown eyes, so it's pretty universal. I love purples. And then the last shade I have here is Sapphire Night Live. So again, this one, and again with all of them, they kind of do have like a metallic kind of finish or look to them in person. So this is the blue one down here. Super pretty. So I'm excited to try that one too. My guess is just like the other ones, you know, it's not gonna be really in your face, but it will just add something a little extra to an ordinary normal makeup look. And then last but not least, I'm going to be talking about the new Wet n Wild matte liquid lipsticks. I was so excited for these. These are probably the products I was the most excited for in this launch. This is in the shade How Fleek Is Your Love. Super red, super pigmented. Goes on with one swipe. So there's How Fleek Is Your Love right there. I'm getting it all over the place. Worst swatch ever. The next one is in the shade Tulip To Quit. This is the shade I'm wearing today. So far it's lasted really well. Even through eating, the only part that seems to come off is just kind of like that very, very inner lip, which I found has happened with most liquid lipsticks, especially like, you know, the Too Faced, at least personally for me. Some of the Stila ones do it, not all the Stila ones. They do have a little bit of a drying texture or finish to them. So if you're someone who really doesn't like feeling liquid lipsticks on your lips, like the Kat Von D lipsticks, I would say, you know, you probably won't like this product. A product on the market I would compare these Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks to the most is probably the Milani Amore matte liquid lipsticks, just because they do have a similar wear. They are both kind of drying. They do settle in the lines of the lips a little bit, but they're super long wearing. They look really matte. They're very beautiful on. And then the next shade I have that I'm going to be swatching for you is Don't Be a Plum-Plum. So it looks kind of like a really deep berry color. It actually looks darker on the lips than it does in the tube, so I was kind of really shocked when I first put it on. It was kind of vampy, which isn't a bad thing, just I wasn't ready for it. So that's Don't Be a Plum-Plum. Really pretty. And you can tell this one's finally starting to dry down up here, so they do take a minute to kind of get matte. So if that's something that irritates you, don't purchase these. And speaking of vampy, the last shade I'm going to be talking about today is Take It Like a Vamp. Now I haven't worn this one on my lips yet, so I'm really eager to see how it compares to that last one we did. Yep, definitely deeper. I love Wet n Wild's names. They're always so fun, especially for a drugstore. I feel like most brands kind of keep it really simple, or, you know, this is the color beige, this is the color cream. So Wet n Wild has really done such a great job as far as packaging. I think these are gorgeous for, you know, like $3. You can't beat that. You can't beat the longevity of how long these wear for the price and how pigmented they are, even with just one swipe. These are so great. So this concludes my first impressions and swatches for the new Wet n Wild fall collection. I hope you enjoyed what I had to talk about. Some things to take away are, I think the matte lipsticks are probably my absolute favorite of the collection. I also love the eyeshadows. I think if you do get one, based on the swatches alone, I haven't tried it myself, Plaid To The Bone seems to be where it's at, especially for this shade alone. Like, even if this whole palette is under $6, it's worth it for just this shade. So I absolutely love that. And then if you're someone who just wants to experiment with, you know, some different colored mascaras, but don't want to pay a bunch of money or shell out a bunch of cash just for something that you're going to play around and only use with a couple times a month, then I think these are a great affordable option. So that is the end of my video, as I have run out of products. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!